And this reading is going to be very different. Um, there's a lot of advice that is being sent out with all of these. I mean, we had an energetic shift not too long ago. I don't know if anyone's feeling that or if they're getting jet lagged and just now feeling that. Is my Bluetooth off? It is. Okay, I'm good. Um, and there's also just a lot of like dreams that you've been having, or that's been going around collective as well. A lot of very vivid dreams, a lot of nighttime activity, and it's just there is an energy of confusion within collective, within just surrounding areas. So it's going to be very important to go over this. I'm just going to talk about what Spirit's been trying to communicate to you through signs, synchronicities, what your ancestors have been trying to show you, and then also like what they need you to know as well. So this is going to be a different reading. It's going to be about you. And if it's not about you, it's about what collective is currently going through. It might be you past, in the past, presently, or in the future. Regardless, these are things that Spirit really wants you to be aware of. Um, and just that they've been trying to talk to you and just give you clarification on things. But let's see what Spirit's going to go through. What is this message going to be, Spirit? What is the tone of this message, I should say? What is the tone? Message of forgiveness. I was picking that up a lot. Um, a message of freedom and a message to pass on. Yeah. So this is like a message of freedom, a forgiveness, and a message to pass on. These are things that Spirit's been trying to tell you. And also just a message of love. I love this. So this is the general energy for this reading. It's just forgiveness, freedom, love, and a message to pass on. This is really what they've been trying to tell you. Um, because as more and more information comes out, the more we heal, the more it's important to forgive. What people don't talk about with healing, and I was gonna make like a community post about this, but I'm gonna talk about it here. Is the ego that comes along with healing. You get to a certain point of your healing state where you get very, very comfortable, and your ego starts to attach to that outcome. And it's like, oh, so now I'm fully healed from this. It's whatever. I don't have to worry about this anymore. I'm fully healed. And then the divine tests you. And it's like, okay, you say you're healed from this. Are you really healed from this? Let's find out. And if you are good, if you're not, there's nothing wrong, but they just need you to understand that this comfort zone of healing is good, but there's also like an urge for more. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with it. Don't I mean I can see how that can shake some people up if they're not aware of that. But that's the ego's job. The ego is defined by human nature, and human nature loves to be comforted and to feel safe and secure. That's like what the ego pushes to do because you can't see the divine, so we make the ego based off of our physical surroundings to see how secure we are, how safe we are, which is this whole separation between us and spirit. So the divine really wants to test like if you are in this comfortable state because you're relaxing and you know that you're not healed to the point to where not where you're supposed to be, but the point to where you know you can be, or if it's like just you not healing anymore because it's like a blockage that you're unable to break through. The divine always does this. I've gone through it multiple times. I've literally sat down and screamed before because of how agitated it made me. It's normal. It's human emotions. So don't feel bad, and also don't let other people project an ego onto you. A lot of people, when you get far enough on your healing journey, people will say that you're egotistical because you're seeming like you're trying to seem like you're better because you're just not affected by certain things. Don't let that attack you. Don't let that bother you. That's not who you are. You don't think of yourself as better because you're healed. You're really extending a hand from a higher point of view, and they're not aware of it. It's the same thing as how the divine does it to us. We'll do it to other people as well. We'll tell them something that they won't understand, and it will piss them off because it's like, oh, so you think you're better than me, or oh, you're just doing this to make me upset. When in actuality, you're just calling out like, hey, I see where your issue is. Allow me to help. Or I see that I see that this situation is still bothering you, or I see an unhealed part of you that you wish to heal from. Let me help you. Um, and that's all the divine like wants to do, and I feel like that's what a lot of people want to do as well, is just to point that out and then back away. And there's nothing wrong with doing that, but just don't be pushy is what I'm also hearing. with that. If you are doing those things, just remember to always keep open arms and to always give grace, because you used to be at that position as well. So have understanding, have a bit of humility as well. Can we get one more card for the spirit? One more card for this. Okay, thank you. All right, so we have children, freedom, and soon. We're gonna read from the book, which is why it's a different message today. But with children, your soul wants you to know, while you don't always see it, I'm often in touch with your inner child. Your inner child needs reassurance and love. Sometimes you can feel them, but you run away. Then you may create negative relationship patterns and accept situations that aren't aligned with your needs and expectations. Often at nightfall, your inner child manages to get in touch with you, but part of you always avoids them. Just like me, your inner child is a part of you. They aren't your enemy. On the contrary, your inner child is your joy, your laughter, your touch of madness, your spontaneity, your optimism, and your capacity to love. Even if your inner child is sad today, only you can reassure them and take a step towards them. So, using your choice of method, go and find your inner child. They are waiting for you, and don't hold blame. Your inner child knows you're doing the best to keep a level of emotional balance. They are your best friend. So reassure them and create a new positive duo. Together, you'll experience beautiful surprises and synchronicities. Your spirit guides want you to know you have always had spiritual sensitivity. Even as a small child, you connected. Uh, Even as a small child, you connected strongly to your capabilities and feelings. But when you grew up, you lost this connection. Now you may feel nothing or that it's an uphill struggle. That is not so. Your spiritual greatness has always been present. Take time to reconnect to your childhood memories. What you experienced wasn't related to magical thinking, it was real. By connecting to your childhood, you will reconnect to your third eye and crown chakras. You will reconnect to your inner and spiritual strength, guiding you to a new harmony of energy. You will realize that everything has meaning, and you will understand the meaning of past events. You are an old soul with a great spiritual sensitivity. The entity wants you to know you and I have ties with childhood. Only you know what that means. I wasn't a happy child, but I know my soul chose this experience for a reason. My goal was to find an energy of resilience. Your childhood may have been complicated too, and I know I owe you an apology. While I think back to childhood, my throat tingles like there was things I could not yet say. Oh my god, there it is right there. Um, I know you feel the same. Perhaps we can work together. By connecting to your childhood, by understanding the meaning of events, by showing forgiveness, you also bring me freedom. You help me awaken, free myself, and rise up. We are mirrors of particular memories, but we also have the same inner strength. Remember, you have free will and you can be who you decide to be. I have faith in you. You can be that person. You can do it. The next one is freedom, which your soul wants you to know. The time has come to free yourself. Let go of your last forms of resistance. You have worked on many memories and blocking energies. This required a lot of effort and reconsideration, but you did it. Today you are facing the last forms of resistance, the most deeply rooted forms, those that can frighten you and feel insurmountable. Know that they are not insurmountable. You can free yourself from these bonds. Because you understand what they have to teach you, you can now let go of these energies you no longer need. Take time to breathe and mindfully activate this liberation. If you feel like you can't do it alone, you can always ask for help. But you are capable, and this will this release will let you open a vast and beautiful new chapter in your life. Congratulations. Your spirit guide wants you to know you may be having difficulty communicating with us right now because we're not necessarily on the same wavelength. You're not communicating with us directly. You're trying to communicate with us through other people, or your mind is interfering with our connection, causing you to doubt our presence. We are here, right by your side. Become aware of how you try to communicate with us. We have many messages to share with you. You already know these things, but you need confirmation. We understand that. Change how you communicate. If you're trying to talk to us through oracles, try meditating. If you're trying to talk to us through another person, try doing it on your own. Pay attention to your feelings. They will guide you towards the best way of communicating with us. We are here. We are waiting for you. The entity wants you to know, I'm in a process of freeing myself, of creating new inner energy. I am in an energy of positive evolution, but for that I need you, if you agree to help me, of course. I need your positive thoughts. I need you to think of me with a smile. I need your inner light. When I'm in your thoughts, think of gentle, happy memories. You can also light a candle in my honor. These actions help me continue my light filled path. For now, I can't help you or communicate with you how you would like. Instead, I am the one that needs you. When I am completely when I am completely in a new energy, I will be able to support you. I will be able to share the information you need to be an energy of serenity and inner calm. If you don't feel able to help me, don't worry. I understand. I feel no anger or resentment. I am in a state of peace, forgiveness, and reconnection to my soul. This process can be destabilizing, but it brings comfort and compassion. Um, and then the last one we have is soon. So your soul wants you to know, part of you may be feeling impatient. You may want everything to unfold right here and now. You may be having a difficulty waiting. You may feel you are missing something important, like you're at a race against time. Accept the pace of the outer synchronicities. These can happen through unexpected events. I send you signs in the mornings to help you channel your energies because they flow so quickly. Everything is too quick. To connect with me, take that time each morning for deep breathing. This will help you hear my messages and my counsel. Be patient. Everything will take on meaning soon. Your spirit guides want you to know. Many of us are with you, and you feel our presence. We are here to guide and protect you in this intense phase. Things are changing in your inner and outer lives. You may feel like you're taking too many risks with far too much to do with far too much to do in too little time. Oh my God. This makes for a heavy mental load. We are sending you signs today in the form of mirror hours, so like 11:11, 12:12, things of that nature. This is so you can create a new relationship with time, so you can channel your energies into a new order and set moments aside for yourself. You may feel you need to run faster and faster. Even if the outer pace quickens, you can move forward confidently and without scattering your energies. Pay attention to the symbolisms of mirror hours. This will help you feel our presence and move forward with greater confidence and sincerity. The entity wants you to know. The time has not come for us to communicate. It is too early for both of us, but that does not mean I'm not here. I am absolutely here, but this is not our time. I am in a process of releasing old emotions which have been weighing on me, and I invite you to do the same. You are carrying a heavy load that doesn't belong to you, which prevents you from connecting fully to your heart chakra. Because of this, you may have a negative image of yourself, of others, and everything around you. Take time to understand the source of this inner load. Know that I am still by your side at the time and the time for sharing will come soon. You will feel my presence through a clear sign. There will be no doubt. But for now, you are the one who matters. Free yourself and take care of yourself. Everything else will then be clear and filled with light. So that's what your guides have been wanting to talk to you. A lot of you might be struggling to communicate with your guides. You're not getting the messages that you need, and it's just because it's a time for rest. And though the outside world may cause a lot of panic and distrust, it is time to really dive in deep and focus on you rather than the things that may be affecting you around you affecting you. We are going to use the Shadow Tarot as well, just to see what's going on within the shadow self, what you may not be paying attention to, or what you are paying attention to but aren't necessarily working on due to a fear of some sort of like emotional um, incident. So I'm gonna get 5 of these, and we're gonna work on them. Okay. We just need one more. Okay. Well, we'll take 6. That's fine. That's fine. So first, we have victim of temptation with Capricorn energy. Let me see here if I can get to it. Well, Where's it at? Not there. All right, we got it. So victim of temptation mean as the end. The ends justifies the means. Self-centeredness, obsession, succumbing to temptation, checking or testing moral quality, useless sacrifice, greed, a bad investment, the triumph of selfishness, dissatisfaction, lack of effort, lack of spiritual attunement, and a false self. Now, what I'm getting with this is you may be falling to temptation of feeling like things aren't going your way. Um, and it's like you know one thing, but you keep accepting another. You know that the divine has your back and that you have nothing to worry about. But this doom that you're feeling, this outside energy of yours that's like putting you down or causing this fear or making you feel like you're not doing enough is what's causing this lack of belief and faith and spirit. That may be something you're struggling with. You also may be having a hard time sticking to your plans as well, and the divine's trying to tell you that by going through with these plans that you have, like let's say you keep saying that you're going to like go on a walk or go on a hike, but you keep putting it back and you keep putting it back because you're just not comfortable with going outside or something. The divine wants you to know by going outside you're going to root of this barrier that you're having to go to the next part of this journey. Um, and it may just be a temptation of like not believing in yourself or not believing that the divine's going to do something in that nature. But the more you move, the more the divine can move with you, and that's something that you really need to pay attention to. These urges, these things that you set for yourself, whenever you say you're going to do something and then you don't do it, that sets a boundary that you put on yourself. You're unable to receive what you deserve, not what you deserve, but what you've been manifesting because of your own lack of action. And that kind of puts, it's like you putting your own boundaries on yourself due to like a lack of belief or some sort of past cycle that still does have a bit of control, which is nothing wrong. Uh, but we had peonies, which is recovery, matrimony, union, love revival, professional success, a long-awaited victory, good health, and emotional renewal. You are recovering though, which is why the divine has been waiting on you to move. They know that things have been hard. You've been recuperating your energy. You've been moving at your own pace, which is beautiful. Keep doing so. But they want you to know that you are in this energy of recovery. They're waiting on a union, but they're not rushing you. They want you to be at your best before you unify up with the divine again. They understand how much you've gone through, and they are very proud of you. They just need you to understand that they're proud of you and that they're not trying to punish you, even if you may feel like you're being punished or that you're not living up to some sort of um, like stature. It's because you've set that stature due to some sort of outside circumstance, or you've set that because you know that's where you should be. And the divine wants you to be there as well, but it's something that you have to work up to. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. Just remember that everything is happening for you, and every step matters, no matter how big or small it may seem. Um, we have Baal Berlith, Lord of the Covenant, Gemini energy, which is union, duality, a partnership, choosing one of the two divergent path, a love triangle, a business deal, emotional equilibrium, cooperation, entering into an important contract or agreement, negotiation, conflict resolution, and reunification, and this diplomacy. Um, we do have to get an advice card. The advice card that we do have though is the Holy Grail. So this is a purification. This is coming back into the sense of with the divine. This isn't like a bad energy. Um, but I'm picking up that the love triangle isn't necessarily a physical love triangle. This love triangle is between you, your ego, and your soul. You're not sure who to listen to. Your thoughts are telling you one thing, your soul is leading you to another, and your ego is trying to pull you somewhere else. And you're stuck in between these three things. And The divine really needs you, with the clarification card being the Holy Grail. It's pure thoughts, positive results, achieving the goal, strength of the mind, spiritual knowledge, healing, immortality, and verification of worth. So again, being able to take the spiritual high road and go forward, knowing that things are going to work, doing the crown chakra and third eye chakra meditations and work and clearings, even a heart chakra and a root chakra if you need, as well. But there's a need, and like just an overall chakra cleanse, truly, because they're all very important. They all lead up to this, but it's like there's a kundalini awakening. There's some sort of energetic new spark that's waiting to happen, but you need to be able to think very clearly. You need to be able to sit down and understand that you can achieve what you need. You are going to have very positive results. But it's also just all these directions that you can go. You might even be getting confused or jumbled up because you have so many options to choose from. You have so many directions that you can go, and you know that no matter which way you go, you'll be fine. But that causes fear and stress, because which way do I choose then? If I'm going to be fine, which way would be more beneficial to me? And you want to go this way because your soul wants you to go this way, but your ego wants you to stay in the safe zone and do this, and your brain is like, yeah, but what if I did this instead, because this seems easier for me. It's all these energies around you. It's causing this like third party energy, and it's not even like a bad thing. It's just an internal struggle that we all go through. And the divine really wants you to notice that. The divine really wants you to focus on what you want. We have forbidden fruit, which is desires, resisting temptation, giving into temptation, curiosity, challenging authority, craving for the inaccessible, information as it needs to domination and control, tree of knowledge, irresponsibility, lack of common sense, and narrow-mindedness. I feel like this is not only part you, but also part external. There might be people around you who are giving you advice that isn't advice. You know what I mean? Then this is simply like people who aren't spiritual giving you advice on how to maneuver your life when they're not living your life. So it's like, why are you telling me to do this when I've done this and it didn't work? You need to be careful who you take advice from, especially because some people who give you advice, they just want to fuck with you. Some people give advice to jumble up your thoughts even more, and sometimes the advice that you get just makes you frustrated. I'm sensing, you know what you need, and you know what you desire in life, and it's just like, I don't know. Don't give into like the feeling that you're doing something wrong because someone else views that. Not everyone has a spiritual connection that you do. We're all connected to God, we're all connected to spirit, but we all have different routes. We all have different wires that connect us. You know what I mean? We're all connected to the same orb of light, but each of us are different, are placed differently. Some of us have a stronger connection than others. Some of us have a deeper connection with others. It doesn't matter, but it's just understanding. It's the overall understanding. So don't let someone who doesn't really know where they're at or what they're doing or where they're putting their trust in tell you what you're needing to do. Also, just using common sense, and your common sense is like, it varies for but common sense is what you know. It's what you know. It's very much like, I don't know, because you know what you need to do and what you don't need to do. But it's all about this external viewpoint that's kind of popping up, and which isn't bad, because it's a struggle. But we have magic ointment, a yearning for easily acquired abilities, empowering the human body, looking for something familiar in a new way, self-improvement, revelation of truth, unearthing secrets, resolve mysteries, a fresh perspective, clairvoyance, and astral vision. I mean, it's very much like you know what you need to do, and this is beautiful. This is a very empowering time for you, a very huge time for self-improvement, and you know what that what you're wanting to achieve, you can easily acquire, I feel like, for some of you, but others, you have this understanding, this great understanding that everything will be fine, that you know how to get to this path, but there's like some sort of secret or some sort of pathway that you're unaware of that's about to clear up, maybe through visions that you get. With clairvoyance, you might just know, or you might hear it. I'm also hearing clairaudience as well. You might even like start getting like messages from the divine that they've been trying to tell you for a while. But it's like I'm getting huge energy of thought as well. But there's just an overall embarking energy that you need to really pay attention to at this time. That's gonna really help you push forward. Um, do I? Why? Yeah, we can pull a few. I wasn't planning on using the tarot, but spirit kind of like nudged me to it. So we'll get a few cards from the tarot, I guess, and we'll see what's going on. What else is going on? Yeah, just dropping the heavy burdens with the Ten of Wands reverse. I need to just drop these heavy burdens, to drop this difficult path. Really take time to rest. Even though you want to do all these things and you have all this energy, allow yourself to become familiar with this energy. With the Four of Pentacles, yeah, because there's a need of self-control at this time. Uh, with the Page's Wands reverse and Temperance reverse, because there's some sort of like energetic imbalance. And this could be because of like childhood energies coming through, or all this new energy coming in that's causing you to feel panicked. Or, I mean, we just went through like a few energetic shifts. I mean, like Lionsgate is getting prepared as well. It's like there's a lot of new energies coming around, and it's really needing you to get down and really get familiarize yourself with these energies. They've been what you've been manifesting in for a while. And it's like something about the emotions or emotional decision that you're going to have to make soon. I mean, Spirit wants you to be in the right emotion before you make any sort of jumps as well. With the Page of Cups too, you might need to express some creativity, get artistic, draw out, make some sort of planning board or a vision board, write a song, sing something. You know what I mean? Just really get something out. I'm getting like there's a lot of like, not, I wouldn't say stagnant energy, but this energy is not necessarily being used. But this energy is to help you get into this Queen of Pentacles energy with the Five of Swords reverse. And it's like you're not seeing it. There's something that you're not doing that Spirit wants you to do. And with the High Priestess, you know what this is, and you know that you've been walking away from it because of some sort of like, I don't know, but Spirit really wants you to have faith. You're walking away from this, but with the Knight of Wands, you really need this strength back. You need to ride these waves of passion, of energy, of this like turbulence energy, I'm even wanting to say. You need to ride these waves with grace and like acclimate yourself. Yeah, Knight of Swords, because this new energy is coming in fast, and it might cause a lot of fear and anxiety, but that's because it's the Ace of Cups. It's because you're not giving yourself enough care. You're not relaxing enough. You're not giving yourself the grace that you're deserving. And it's like with the Ace of Cups, she's holding the card in her hand. Like it's a whole card of the card. It's like you're looking at this image of what you want rather than getting what you deserve. You're looking at your possibilities of how things could be rather than doing the steps that you know that you need to. And it could be like a fear-based thing where you're scared, or just, again, just scattered energies that are keeping you stagnant. But you really need to acclimate these energies and understand that they're here to help you. And thank you for the donation. Because, I mean, with the Seven of Swords and Ascension reverse, it's like, I'm not picking up that this ascension is going to go down for you. I'm just picking up this ascension is stuck. This even might be stuck Kundalini energy. You might need to do some yoga or some stretches or some deep meditations. Do a lot of spinal work, like align your spines. There's certain ways you can align your spine, or like maybe you've been having back problems as well, and you need to like go to a chiropractor, or you need to like find a way to pop your back safely or something. Like there's some sort of like stuck energy that can't move, which is causing you to feel like things are going against you. And it's because as an empath, and that explains why we get so much from the angel prayer to move your body. As empaths, as people who can channel energy very well, it's super important to stay active, because that stagnant energy, even if you're a tarot reader, like that energy gets stuck in you. It will stay stagnant and it will cause you to stress, because it's trying to let you know, hey, I need to be released. I don't want to stay here anymore. My time is up here. Let me leave. Let me leave. And that's why all this, like, it feels like a panic. It feels like stress, because this energy is trying to leave. And unbeknownst to you, you're holding on to it still. Which is why the divine's like, hey, do this. If you do this, energetic release will happen. Like, oh, you take a warm shower and it detoxes, or you cry randomly and that detoxes, or you start sweating a lot and that detoxes. There's a need to really move your body, even if it's just doing stretches for like 5 or 10 minutes, to release those energies, to help you ascend and make. It's not that you're not going to ascend, but it's going to make this process so much easier, because there's just all this energy that has to purge, and it's going to be purged whether like you do it yourself or not. But your guides are like, it's going to be rough if you're not ready. You might even have, it's like this might even form in some sort of sickness because of the stagnant energy, and the divine is like, we're gonna have to make you sick because you're not able to like get rid of this energy. So now that when you're sick, you're gonna detox all this doggy energy. What's energy? But the Hierophant and the Nine of Wands reverse. I feel like this is just something that you haven't done. You're exhausted, and I understand that completely. But there is a need to really step into your masculine energy of moving forward. And with all the crystals and the butterfly, it's about transforming your thoughts, your crown chakra, and just taking things one step at a time. Even if you feel like you can't do something, acknowledge what you need to do so that you can alert your body to save the reserves to do that at a later date. Because you can do that with your energy. You can be like, I'm gonna do this on this day so I can have this, and then that energy will be reserved. You might feel a little bit drained the days before, and that's because the divine is giving you that energy reserved for whenever it needs to happen. We have the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Two of Wands reversed and the Three of Cups reversed. And that's why you feel like things aren't working out, and like where you feel like you're scared or like things aren't fun anymore. Because of this mental prison you've put yourself in, you're almost like defending yourself from yourself, and the divine's trying to get you out of that mindset, out of that energy. With the Ace of Swords, I mean, that's the truth. You very much need to release these things. Where are we going? Okay. What else is there, Spirit? What else is there? What needs to be released? How to release? What's going on? We have Psychic. It comes out, this is your intuition. Your abilities may be getting stronger, which is also causing a bunch of new energy to come in and a lot of stress, because maybe your clairaudience is kicking in. But your connection with the divine is getting stronger. So those energies are coming in that are purging away old energies that you had with your old connection with the divine, and they're getting upgraded. It's all like, there's just a lot going on that you're unable to like see, but you're feeling it, which is causing you to need courage. Just trust the process as well. Have a lot of courage and trust the process. Even if it feels kind of silly, like, why am I being told to like cook pasta at 2 a.m? I don't know. You know what I mean? The divine will tell you to do weird ass shit, but it's to trust the process. Because maybe cooking that pasta at 2 a.m. will act as like the steam from it where you're cooking it is like gonna act as like a shield for you, and then that's gonna defend you from some sort of bad thought. And then you just like, you put the pasta up or whatever, and then you have it in the morning the next day, and it's like, why? So now I don't have to cook. But just have relief and really pay attention to this message. Like, the divine will have you do weird shit. There was a time where I was told to just like, I don't know, because it's like your inner child. Your divine's trying to help you heal your inner child a lot. There was a time where I was told that, like, it was weird. I trusted it, and I understand why. I was told to like just eat like pizza almost for like a week straight, and I was getting confused why. I didn't have an issue with it, but I realized that I was being so strict and hard on myself that my inner child was like starving, and it wasn't starving for like food. It wasn't really starving for attention, but it was starving for like its natural state. Like pizza's like a comfort food of mine, and sometimes when I'm on my path, I'll restrict myself from my comfort foods and stuff because it's like, well, I need to have restraint, which is good, but when you get to a point to where you need to start showing yourself that self-care, that self-love by going back to your comfort zone for a while, seeing if it's still what you want, and also just like reliving um and understanding like you can do those old things that you enjoy in this new light. um you're not, you don't have to shed everything and start completely anew. You can still have these joys that you have, that you had in the past, in this new energy. It's just you're gonna have to acclimate to them differently. You're gonna have maybe a new outlook of why you do these things. It's a growth progress. But trust that you're getting the right knowledge, trust that you're getting the right messages from yourself, and just be at ease. I'm hearing just really be at ease. Again, meditate so you can have a clear thinking pattern moving forward as well. Just clearing the mind. I'm going to shuffle 3 more times, Spirit, if anything else needs to come out. Yeah. So there is some jealousy that's being projected at this new moon. I mean, there's boundaries from it. So people might be sending you jealousy, or you might be feeling like an energy of like, I don't know, like people thinking that you're stuck up around this new moon because this the energetic shift. Even if you don't know how your energy is, people will see it and they know it. It's just your light. That's just the truth. Show gratitude though, because the divine has you protected from these people. The 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 frequency that these people are at when they're sending you this jealousy isn't going to affect you unless you're really like focused on it and pissed off or like emotional by it. Don't have any bond to it. If they want to feel a way about you, allow them to. That's their choice. You can't control it, but what you can control is your own energy, and you can set up those boundaries and being like, yeah, so and so can be jealous of me because I'm gifted and they're wanting the gifts that I have, but the fact that they don't have the gifts that I have means that they can't do anything on my level to stop me from moving on, from growing, from doing what I need to do. Because if they were as gifted as me, they would be able to. I would be, you know what I mean? And it's not to like compare, but sometimes you need to like understand that the jealousy they send you is at such a low vibration that you really do have to meet them at their level for it to really affect you. Um, energy goes where attention flows. Always. I'm gonna shuffle 3 more times. I don't know if one popped up right. There was one that popped up right. Okay. And we're gonna get some general messages. Okay. From this, I don't like you being upside down. So you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, and the Emperor. Yeah, there is a lot of luck on your sound side. You may need to do some listen to some frequencies as well to help clear out this energy. But the Wheel of Fortune, crowned in realization, flexibility to ingenuity to better face whatever may come next. Be honest with yourself always. We have the World as well, truth and perfection. Everything is okay. Navigate through life circumstances with ease. The Moon, sanctity and cyclic growth. See the truth even in the dark of night. And the Emperor, divinity, distinction, and specificity. Reach a higher perspective that enables you to see the whole picture. So again, just enlightening yourself, getting up on this, not a high horse, but acting as if you're a hawk. What hawks and eagles do, they sit up on high perches and look below. They scourge the land. They get a bigger view. That's why it's called a bird's eye view of everything around them, so they know how to act accordingly in that area. That's what the divine needs you to do. Realize how high you have been lifted by the divine. Sit there and look down. Don't be afraid of what you see when you look down. Don't be afraid of what other people are doing when you look down. Just simply look down and observe. Don't attach your feelings to it. Just acknowledge what everyone else is doing, and understand what's and just take a greater understanding how that's going to be for you, because there's so many ways it could go for you. But you have the Hierophant, which is wholeness, redemption, and transformation. Weave your inner balance in order for you to walk the path, your path with ease. And that's why you're needing to like see things from a higher perspective, to really just understand that you spiritually are above these people, not physically but spiritually, and that your job is not to judge but to just simply observe. What are they doing? Is anything they're doing bother you? If so, why? And what can you do to have these things less affect you? Like what are they doing that's really bothering you, and why is it bothering you? Actually, we'll use these first, so that you're able to almost see what's going to happen for you in the next chapter, to understand yourself more, and understand, like, I don't know, it could be like a lack of like communication from people, like people aren't talking to you but you see other people talking to other people, or like you have to do everything by yourself while everyone else has other people. Just observe those things, understand why you feel a certain way about it, and like, don't hold resentment. Don't allow yourself to push any negative emotion. I'm gonna shuffle 2 more times. And I mean, yeah, spirit like agrees with that. We have owl, which is observation. You're being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into the true reality of a situation or a person's motives. You need to hear what's really being said despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. Crow, which is transition. Which part of your life is or may be going through a transition? Maybe you are changing relationships, careers, or cities. Whatever it is, the crow is signaling that you are ready to make the change. Scorpion, which is new beginnings. You are invited to instigate change, but you are also being warned that this transformation may be radical. Get rid of everything in your current life that can prevent you from improving. Based on this principle, destroy before rebuilding, you are promised a beneficial rebirth. Jaguar, which is growth. Maturity is the ability to embrace change, and change cannot happen without death. Death does not necessarily mean a physical death, but it could be an ending of a relationship, a situation, or simply your decision to not continue with the same old habits. Eagle, which is vision. It is time to look inward with an attentive eye. Allow your heart to guide you, and opportunities you never dreamed were possible will present themselves when you least expect it. Get ready for greatness. Antelope, which is decisive action. You are being told that it's time to get moving. Set your intentions and take actions towards making your dreams making your dreams a reality. You have a door in front of you. Trust your instincts here. And then Coyote, playfulness. This is a reminder to not take things too seriously and to bring more balance between wisdom and playfulness. You might need to lighten up about a matter that has been on your mind for a while. But we're gonna jump into the gateway activation cards. We have a lot of messages that the divine's been wanting to tell you, but they do want you to know that, especially if you haven't had any contact with the divine, that's how you know you're on the right path. When the path that you're walking disappears from you and you don't know what you're doing or where to go, you're on the path, you're doing the right thing. You don't know what you're doing because you've never done it before. That's the whole thing. It's a learning experience. So yes, you're scared. Yes, you don't know what you're doing. Yes, you feel lost. Yeah, the divine's not talking to you because they want you to know everything's fine. Walk this path and we'll walk it with you. They're right beside you. They're not behind you. They already walked in front of you, but now they're walking beside you. And they're waiting on you. They're waiting for you to take those steps forward. And you know what they are. Even if you're not really sure of what they are, it's what you're afraid of taking these steps. It's these steps that you're afraid of taking that are really going to push you forward. Oh, Lord. I'm going to shuffle 3 more times. Spirit, okay. So we have Hathor light codes. Light immersion, full system upgrade, and power recall. Hathor is with you, helping you stay fertile, helping you, guiding you. The mother, the goddess mother energy. helping you transmute those dark emotions into light, helping you move through the unseen to see where you need to go, understanding that the light is not at the end of the tunnel, but that you are the light inside of the tunnel, as well. We have crown chakra upgrade, divine connection, holy experiences, and miraculous energy. You're having a crown chakra upgrade as well. That's why it's important to do these meditations to clear up any sort of stagnant energy or old thought patterns that are stuck in your crown, um, because those may be holding you back, especially in your auric field. Clearing up your auric field will really be beneficial to you at this time, just because they're getting so much new information, you're getting new plans, and it's like it's combative because your ego's like, oh, but we've been doing this and this is what we're supposed to be doing, and the divine's like, yeah, but if you do this, and your ego's like, no, because I'm doing this. But allow yourself to be in the flow. We have emerald tablet activation, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, and conscious manifestation. You know what's coming to you consciously. You are aware of what's coming towards you. You are manifesting. You are using the principles of the emerald tablet, at this time. And I'm also picking up a heavy energy of Thoth, just because, and again, Kundalini energy as well. There's something that you are in alignment with cosmically that's about to happen for you, but you need to align yourself with that even more. You need to release these old stagnant energies and beliefs that are preventing this to fully come to fruition. You may even be being drip fed these blessings, and it's divine. It's the divine telling you you're on the right path. Keep going. The more you trust, the more you release these energies, the more we can give you, because there are micro things, there are like little stagnant like pebbles in your energy field that are keeping you from fully seeing or even accepting what they have for you. Higher heart activation, dropping shields, divine love, your heart is healed. Um, Again, like your higher heart is activating, just understanding the all encompassing love that surrounds us, allowing the divine to love you, um, refusing to believe that you don't deserve the divine love that you're receiving, allowing the divine to really nurture you, in different ways as well. You may even say like, "Oh, I let the divine love me," but then there's some sort of like action or thought that comes up, and it's like, "Oh, I don't believe that the divine loves me enough. These things of that nature." Or like, I don't believe that I'm worthy of this. Those thoughts are shredding away or needing to shed away. We have sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness and sensuality. Again, nurturing yourself, being gentle with yourself, understanding, just who you are. Like, you're not you're not too emotional, okay? You don't cry too much, all right? You're not an asshole. You're not a jackass. You are who you are. These labels that people want to put on you are shedding off. Um, and there's also like you may be even getting like libido issues. That's like sacral chakra energy coming through. Um, Release these tensions, these energies how you may. You know what's best for you. There is no shame in doing whatever you need to do to release these things. Just make sure you're doing so safely. Memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. You are, like, again, it's your knowledge, it's your life force that's moving up. You're making progress on this journey. The divine needs you to know you're making progress, no matter how slow the days may go or how fast they go, or no matter how much you do. Even if you take a whole day and you don't do anything, the divine wants you to know you're on the right path. You're doing exactly everything you need to do. Just give yourself that grace and comfort to know that it's right here too, that you're doing the right thing. We have Shambhala initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting the process and Dharma. Again, like, that's just confirmation. You're doing everything that you need to do. There is nothing going on wrong. You're taking the steps that you need to do. You're just being hard on yourself at some points. And you need to release being hard on yourself. Lumerian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. The Lumerians, I want you to know, if you have a Lumerian crystal, do some meditations with those. Those will really help you right now. I'm very much hearing that. If you don't worry. You can listen to the Lumerian frequencies. You can look up images of Lumerian crystals and meditate on them as well. Um, Heck, you can even look up this deck, and get the card. If you have this deck, definitely use this card to help. This deck is called the Gateway of Light Activation. by Jennifer Hawkyard, if you want to look at it as well. But regardless, like, allowing the Lumerians to help you because they are guiding you. There is some sort of code, some sort of DNA upgrade, DNA shift. Um, Almost like you're being scanned again. You may even be feeling like an energetic scanning happening with you. Just know that it's the Lumerians checking your temperature. It's no longer anyone else. It's the Lumerians checking your temperature, making sure you're doing okay because you've gone through so much. And they don't, it's not like they don't watch you. They see what you're going through. They know what you're going through. But you need to be able to help yourself so that you can allow them to help you. Sword of Light, divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. This is also the truth, the sword of truth, and also Archangel Michael. The cords are cut. You are heavily protected. You are in this energy of transformation. You are safe. You are protected. Michael is with you. That's why it's very important to listen to the guidance that you're given, because Michael is there to guide you and to push you through, to really help you elevate, to really push you to these next levels. Even if the next level is you needing to go and heal from something that you don't think that you do need to heal from, the divine's like, no, you do need to heal from this. We're going to make it very obvious that you need to heal from this, but not to make fun of you, not to make you feel bad, but to show you, not to like almost humble you. Not that you need humbling. Maybe you do, I don't know. But it's to show you that like this journey never ends, and that like I don't know, just to show you how, I don't know. It's like, I guess it is to humble you. They're not letting me say anything else. It kind of is almost to humble, or to push you out of these like safe spots so that you're able to have this breakthrough. But last, we have Earth Star activation, anchoring, grounded action, and Isis energy. Hathor and Isis are with you, the two mothers. Like, god dang. You already know with Merkaba, Isis is moving you. Isis is commanding protection, commanding movement forward. Isis and Hathor are working strongly with Gaia at this time, is what I'm hearing. Going out in the sun will help you as well. And I'm also picking up like Osiris energy. Like there's a rebirth that's happening, but you're needing to piece yourself back together. And Isis is helping you piece yourself back together. You've not only allowed other people's judgments to tear you down, but you've judged yourself to a point as well. And the divine's trying to show you those parts of yourself that you've lost due to your self-judgment, to the judgments of others, to piece you back together and to show you that who you are isn't wrong. But also to show you the grace and the healing ability that you hold within you. We have the Lyrians that also wanted to come out. I'm gonna shuffle 6 more times. Oh my lord, y'all are... Alright. So we have the spinning wheel, frequency upgrade, a new plan, adventure, and spiritual advancement. The Lyrians have seen how much you fought, and you definitely deserve this upgrade, is what I'm getting off the bat. Your frequency's upgrading. There is the need to meditate, connect. If you know that you are part of the Lyrians, or you have connection to the Lyria star system, definitely get in connection with them. They have something to tell you. There's a new plan. I feel like this plan is for you to take off your battle armor and relax finally. We have Cosmic Star Family, support, socialize, and community. Definitely time to like take that battle armor off. Time to branch back out, talk, allow yourself to be seen. Getting out of the mindset that everyone hates you, as well as something that I'm being told very strictly to say. Not everyone hates you. That is I don't know where that projection came from. That's like a childhood wound mixed with the situations that you've gone through just now that make you feel that way. It's also based off of a fear and lack set mentality that you got to work on. They want you to really stop fighting yourself against this, and to really stop fighting what they have for you, because it's causing a lot of distrust and distress and anger at yourself, or angers at those around you, because you're not able to trust yourself enough to trust others. Cellular upgrade, listen, step back, and learn from your surroundings. Again, just a lot of upgrades that are happening, and just we're needing to really again observe your surroundings. You're in your situation because you've put yourself there. You're in these issues because you've put yourself there energetically. Step back from the situation, stop judging the situation, and just absorb, not absorb but observe. Do not absorb the situation. Allow the situation to be as it is. Don't try and change it. Observe it, see what it wants to tell you, and then allow yourself to move accordingly to what it's telling you. Sexual liberation, libido, artistic projects, romance, and union. Again, that's just confirmation. You might be having libido issues. Get it out however you need to during doing art, music, masturbation. However you need to do. Nothing is wrong. Don't let yourself feel like it's wrong to do certain things. Do what you need to do in that moment. Doesn't matter. Just do so safely, okay? Please just do so safely. That's the only thing the divine really wants you to do. Do what you need to do, but do so safely. We're humans, okay? That's what we're here to not here. It's not really what we're here to do, but it's what happens when we're on this earth, okay? So don't feel shame or feel like you're degrading yourself. Do what you need to do. Do so. Do everything in moderation. Do everything in safety. I'm telling you, okay? Mystery school. Curiosity opens up advanced awareness. Just keep your curious mind. You are a very curious person. You love to learn. You love to enjoy. You love learning and seeing out seeking out new ways, seeking out adventures. Don't forget that self. That's again your inner child trying to get you to learn something new. Maybe you want to take a new line of study, or you want to learn a new skill, or you want to learn how to use your abilities in different ways. Spirit says go for it. We're here to support you. We'll give you the resources, the time, the knowledge, and the guidance that you need for that, because it's all training. And last but not least, from the Lyrians is new beginnings, teamwork, sharing, giving back, and yoga. Another confirmation for needing to do yoga, releasing up those pent energies. If you have a lot of intense emotions, your hips hold all those emotions. Doing stretches or any types of poses in yoga that are barely around the hip area will very much help you release those tensions as well. So doing stuff of that nature is going to help you. You may even need to do certain hand presses. Pressings on all these areas relate to different parts of the bodies, different organs that hold these stresses as well. So don't forget to do those. Same with your feet. Our whole body is a mat for our inside. So be sure to look up like points on your fingers or hands that you can do to release stress. I do this a lot whenever I'm stressed. I'm not sure where that relates to. I forgot, but I've always catch myself doing that, or like squeezing my hands like this. Don't allow yourself to feel bad for doing things of that nature. It does help you release certain stress points. Your collarbones may be very important. These area like in here, tapping, getting into tapping. You might be into tapping to relieve stress, but tapping there, tapping on your third eye, tapping in general helps relieve energy. Clapping helps release energy. It sends out a positive vibration. But doing things of that nature you may be wanting to get into or learning about, but they will definitely help you release energy and release these tensions that you may be suffering from. Not suffering from, I should say that, but going through these symptoms that you're going through, I should say. Yeah, we'll use the angel power cards first. We'll use them first. So we're going to use the angel power card to see what they have to say as well. We're just going to shuffle 7 times for each of the angel cards, just to keep things simple. Okay, you guys really want to talk, huh? Not that it's an issue. Not that it's an issue. But we have, first off, the Ace of Michael. The first thing, the Ace of Swords. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. And I even heard with yourself as well. Communicate better with yourself. The Four of Michael. Insights that come from quiet meditation. The need for more sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. The Ace of Raphael, a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. The Eight of Gabriel, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. 7 of Michael, there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. The Page of Michael, which is truthful, perspective, analytical, and blunt. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. The Nine of RAL. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. The Two of Gabriel. Making bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. The Three of RAL, do what you love, a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. The Queen of Raphael, which is kind, understanding, giving, and psychic, follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. The Six of RAL, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways, act of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. And last but not least, King of Michael, principled, rational, ambitious, and respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. We're also going to see what the archangels have as well for this deck, if there's anything at all. I shuffle them differently. It's just how I do them. I notice a lot of people who use this deck shuffle them together. I don't. I'm not someone who does that. We have strength with its RIL. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. Epiphany with Archangel Raziel. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. The Sun, which is Archangel Uriel. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. The Star, Archangel Joiphel. A dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. And the High Priestess, which is also Hanael. A powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation that provides valuable information, and be at peace. Alright. We're going to use the Angel Prayer cards now, and then we're going to use the Angel Tarot to finish off. Okay. Alright. So we have unconditional love with the Divine Mother. Thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me to give and receive the love I desire. The Peaceful Warrior, Archangel Ariel. Thank you, Ariel, for helping me to stand my ground with peace. Open your heart, Archangel Shamuel. Thank you, Shamuel, for removing the barriers around my heart. Manifesting miracles, Archangel Orion. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. Express your creativity. Thank you, angels, for helping me to express my inner, oh my goodness, creator. And then we're going to move on to the Angel Tarot for the angels that are going to be around you today or are going to be around you in general, just to call on for advice if you need it. And also to, like, what's going on really with these angels. I feel you popped up. Michael wants to show up, but Michael didn't want to come out. Michael just wants you to know that he's there. He was the second to last bottom of the card, but Michael is definitely around. Michael's just kind of observing right now. You are protected, you are safe, but I feel like Michael is just observing you and what you're wanting to do and what you're doing, just to see how moving forward is going to be. We have Sitael, God of Hope. Construction of the universe helps with great works, protection from advisories. Umabel, God above all names elevated. Affinity and friendship obtains the friendship of anyone. Akaya, the Rebarian God. Patience reveals secrets of nature, spreads knowledge and industry. Haziel, the merciful God, divine forgiveness, obtains friendship and favors of great, secures promises. Roishel, God seeing everything, restitution, finds stolen objects and discovers the person responsible. Ibamiya, God of Word of God creating all, alchemy and transformation, rules natural events, helps with spiritual progress. Haasaya, God the impenetrable secret, universal medicine, elevation of the soul, and revelation of mysteries. Harahel, the all-pervading God, intellectual richness, protection of fertility, protects fertility of women, makes children respectful towards their parents. Iazel, God who rejoices, divine comfort, gives consultation and protection from one's enemies. Luaya, the exalted God, excuse me. Victory, grants victory and protection from lightning. And last but not least, Nelachel, the only God, desire for knowledge, protection from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. So, damn, that's a lot of protection. You have a lot of protection. No wonder Michael's kind of sitting back, because though Michael's for protection, Michael is very much a guiding angel. So no wonder he's watching you, seeing how you're gonna move. There's so many other angels protecting you at this time that I feel like he's called to protect you. That he wants to see what you're going to do. But thank you to all the angels, to the spirit guides, to your soul, to your inner child, to the entity, to all the angels and archangels, to the Lyrians, to the Palladians, to the Lumerians, and thank you all. And thank you to the universe as well, but thank you, collective, also for being here. I hope this message was able to help you, was able for you to digest, was receptible, to help you know what you need to do moving forward, to allow you to see things or hear things, or just to know things that the divine's been trying to tell you or show you. If you're needing like a reading or any of the books I have or anything, it's in the description. My email's in the description for that, or you can go into Google link. If you're waiting on a reading from me, I'll be getting those out here soon. I have been doing a lot of like other readings and then also just clearing up the energy here. But regardless, I love you all so much for everything that you do. All the likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, it all means the world to me. I love you all so much. To the moon and back, tenfold and forever. And I will see you later.